It's been 9 months, and you haven't got the divorce yet. He cheats with his secretary every time he goes to the office.
Have you ever made a mistake?
You ready, Mom?
Pull it out, baby!
I got it.
And you are?
Noah. I'm staying next door with my uncle.
You're not from around here.
No. It was this accident with my folks. I'm gonna finish up at Monroe High.
My mom teaches there, actually.
Seems too cool to be a teacher.
God, you're beautiful.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have.
It's okay. It's the nicest thing anybody said to me in a long time.
Well, then I'm glad I said it. When you lose somebody you love, you start to feel like you don't belong anywhere.
I have to go.
Please don't go. No judgments. No rules. Just us.
Look, Noah, I was feeling vulnerable. I'm the adult. I wasn't thinking clearly. I can't do this.
Hey, Noah, do you want to stay for dinner?
Hey, Mrs. Peterson. Tell them what happened this weekend.
What happened?
Oh, there was a big thunderstorm. You guys didn't get it up there?
No, dry as a bone at the lake.
Well, it got pretty wet here.
Principal Warren.
Good news, I've approved your request for Noah Sanborn to join your class.
Kevin, did you send an email from my account?
Sounds like you've been hacked. You should really change your password. Your father seems to be around a lot now, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
Don't forget that he walked out on you.
Honey, I need you to stay away from Noah, okay?
See you at school.
Hi, guys.
Oh my God.
What's going on?
I'm gonna lose my job, my son, my life. What do you think is gonna happen here?
I'm never letting you go.
Stay away from me! And stay away from my son!
I can't do that, Claire. I live next door.
Do you want to take a cookie for the road?
I love your mother's cookies.
Boy, that's a man next door. And I looked up Mr. Ryan Guzman, former Abercrombie and Fitch model and star of the Step Up films, and he's actually 27. That's far beyond even college age, and I think it's very irresponsible of the filmmakers to cast him here. Now, at first glance, it's easy to just laugh at this film. I mean, it has some really bad lines. Like at the end, when he's like, "I love your mom's cookies," I'm like, ooh, but then I was like, wait, metaphorically, what are cookies supposed to be? But I got the wet joke, and wow, this is really pushing the boundaries of its R rating. And why does this movie have an R rating? You would think the target audience would be teenage boys who would go see this film and go, I wish that my teacher or next door neighbor was an emotionally unstable, vulnerable, and irresponsible hottie like Jennifer Lopez. But that's my other big problem with this movie, painting Jennifer Lopez's character in a sympathetic light. I don't care what's going on with your situation in your life and how bad you might feel. And, you know, the justice system doesn't care either. It's illegal to have sex with a minor, and for good reason. I recently saw The Skeleton Twins. I'll be reviewing it later this week. That's the Bill Hader, Kristen Wiig film, and it does a much better job handling the complex reality of a student teacher relationship. But here, this makes it seem very simple. He's hot, she's, feeling really bad, and it's okay because he looks older, which, by the way, is a common excuse in these situations with statutory rape. Your Honor, he or she looks so much older than their actual age. And in this case, Ryan Guzman actually does. If this movie had the guts to cast someone who maybe just turned of age, old enough to do these sex scenes that are clearly in the film, you would see how bad it looks for Jennifer Lopez to be sleeping with someone who's underage. Here it looks fine, which is so often how this stuff is written off, as I just said. I think that while it seems okay when you're in the relationship, and of course it's not, any third party looking at it from the outside is like, that's really wrong. And that's why you go to jail. So I think this movie is really irresponsible in casting her in this sympathetic light. You just can't do it. It's wrong. And I think having him look so much older is also a mistake as well. So I'm curious, do you think a film like this is irresponsible and damaging? And do you think they should have cast someone who looked age appropriate, someone who actually did look like they were a student? Or are you like, Grace, I don't care. I want my sex fantasy and see Jennifer Lopez hook up with Ryan Guzman, and then for him to go all, crazy on her. We've seen this kind of movie before where he goes nuts. And the one line I did like when Jennifer Lopez was like, "What do you think's going to happen here?" It's like, really, honestly, when you start threatening people and hurting everyone and becoming a crazy psycho, it's not going to get better. So that was the one line that I thought was okay. But otherwise, I don't know what anybody's thinking here in terms of responsibility or their careers. So what do you think? Is this just a good laugh? Is it irresponsible? Oh, and the last thing I wanted to mention is, how can this film possibly compete with The Memory of To Die For? That's a much older film, but it's a really important film in the careers of Gus Van Sant, Nicole Kidman, and Joaquin Phoenix, which dealt with a similar subject matter, which had equally but realistic, it actually happened, dark outcome. So that's also like, who could ever make this kind of a movie after that? I'd go with the Skeleton Twins route. Look for my review later this week. But write your thoughts down below about this trailer, and you can watch some more episodes right now.